It's not. YouTube is not receiving enough video or anything in smooth stream. So laggy. Oh gosh. That's, wow. What a great face for it to be stuck on. So much for strong Wi-Fi. Is it? Oh, it's so laggy. Typing in the chat. It's so laggy. I'm so sorry. It's kind of glitching or you're just sitting still. Oh, well. What did you do? It's a little, oh my god.
She did better.
Geek Talk Society. R2, we need you. R2, fix the elevator. Oh no.
What you're watching is lagging. It's real time. Real time it's on.
Is it actually?
Yes. Yes.
But is it real time for everyone else who's watching this?
What you're looking on your screen.
Yeah, but I'm watching what other people are watching.
Yes. So just take a second to catch up.
Oh, this stinks. Yeah, Gold Taco. It's really laggy. Dear gosh. Give me, folks. This is dreadful. This is so bad. If you can even hear me, I'm so sorry. No!
Would you? It's lagging.
Yeah, but it wasn't this bad the last time we streamed. And that was even worse Wi-Fi, according to you. So I don't know why it's like this now. I have no communication on any frequency. Oh, he took the message away. No connection. Yeah, this is terrible. Oh, it's kind of coming back. Is it? A little bit better? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not like 1 frame per minute now. Cat, don't worry, you're less laggy now. Yeah, it's like a little better, but still not perfect, so forgive me. It's good now? Okay. I'm looking at one on my TV and computer, like a narcissist, and it's still very laggy for me, so I apologize if it's still laggy for some others. We are still working out the kinks with the streaming software that we use, and I don't know, it's just very complicated. It's better than it was a few minutes ago. Yeah, a few minutes ago it was literally just terrible freeze frames of my candid, crazy facial expressions. Oh, he took the message away because he got the quote wrong. Well, thank you all for coming in today, or tonight, I should say. I feel bad because I'm like so terrible at like planning and like coordinating my streams to have them at like a more well established like time. Like I really should schedule my streams like a week in advance so more people have the time. I literally am like, who wants a live stream tomorrow on like my community posts? And then today I was like, yeah, I'll probably do one tonight. So it's over, cat. I have the lag. Yes, I'm so sorry. I forgive me. The lag. We allegedly had great Wi-Fi here, but it failed us for a hot minute. So you should react to Heroes Fan Productions. The greatest teacher failure is. I have gotten a lot of requests to do that. I don't know. Let me hear from you guys while I can get your input. Like, do you think I do watch The Witcher? It's really, really good, but I still have to finish it, so no spoilers. But like, is it like lazy and like unoriginal to just do a lot of reaction videos? I enjoy doing them, but like, I worry that people think that it's literally the easiest form of content I feel like you can make because you absolutely do none of the hard work and you just watch somebody else's like hours of labor and you're like, oh, that was really good and I probably couldn't have done that myself. Like, that's what I'm doing. Like, that's what I feel like reactions are. Greetings from Poland. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Although it's probably really late at night for you, so thank you for being here. Just wanted to support for as long as I could, but I'm out. Thanks, 80 edits. It's fine. Literally, this is a very mediocre stream quality at the moment, so I don't blame you for piecing out. What did you do when you did that? Lowered the quality? Oh, sorry. Quality's only getting worse from here on out. Yeah, that'll be good. Cool cushions. Those aren't the droids you're looking for. Yeah, I don't even remember where did you. These were gifts. I think the cushions are on Amazon. Oh, and there's the connection screen again. Oh. Oh my god, it's so behind.
Yeah, that's normal. It's supposed to be behind.
I guess.
So what? That's normal. The lagginess they're complaining about is that it's skipping frames.
We need to figure out a better way to do this. This is so bad.
No, it's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good now.
I don't know. Again, I apologize. This is terrible quality. Literally my first ever live stream that I like webcammed from our laptop was better than this, so I apologize. It was, because it wasn't this bad.
Now it's fine. Now it's fine. Don't pay attention to what you're seeing on the screen.
Yeah.
You're good now. It's not skipping anything.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hope it stays that way. Padme is one of the greatest characters in Star Wars history. Oh, and you portrayed her brilliantly. Thank you. I totally agree. She, for me, was like a huge, like, just great female heroine to have to like look up to in a series that is predominantly male based. So she was a freaking boss when I was like 8 years old watching the prequels, and I have always loved her, and it was like the coolest thing ever that I got to play her for like 30 seconds in Shards of the Past. Yeah. And I am so salty that they totally do her a disservice in Revenge of the Sith because she does absolutely nothing near as cool as she does in any of the other videos or other movies. I've seen worse, and at least you care. Thank you. Yeah, I really am sorry. We need to like. I think this might be our last go with our current streaming system, and I might just stream straight from YouTube from now on, if that would be better. I don't really know. We use the current system that we have so that we can like customize the screen and everything and have those cute little like add-ons to try to look professional, but it's been, I don't know. It hasn't been smooth sailing, and this is our like third or second time trying to use it. So might be getting the boot. Greetings from Germany. Oh wait. I'm presuming you said, have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I took German for like 4 years in high school, and I couldn't translate all of that, but I saw Darth Plagueis, and I figured that's what you were insinuating. You must also be up late. Well, thank you for joining us. This is not bad at all. It's okay, Kat. Thank you, Carly. Thank you. Okay, I'm glad. I'm looking at it on my computer too, and it's like so dreadful and embarrassing, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe people are watching this. But thank you. You did amazing in the fan film. It'd be awesome to see the second episode. I agree. If I had any news to share, I would, but I know absolutely, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I would also love an episode two. Petition to add Padme to the original trilogy and not die in Revenge of the Sith. I agree with that. It really saddens me that she like plays such a pivotal role and then she dies and then there's never really any mention of her ever again, and it's like she's literally the mother of two of the key characters in this whole thing and she gets no respect. Um, if you had to be a Star Wars character, who would you be and why? Oh my god, Darth Maul. I love Darth Maul so much, mainly just because I would want his like ninja saber skills. He's just so cool. He flies around all over the place. I think we should get a whole movie about Padme. I agree. That would be awesome. I do have to read the book Queen's Shadow. I gotta go and pick that up somewhere. I've heard it's really awesome, and I would love to maybe like read it and do like a video review. Do you play video games? Yes, I do. I love Battlefront, but I'm terrible at it. Um, Fortnite is an occasional guilty pleasure, and I just started but haven't really played much of The Last of Us, but I would like to finish it because it just won like the game of the decade, correct? Some magazine or something announced that The Last of Us was the game of the decade. So, hello from Canada. This is so cool. We've got people from all over the place. It's about 2 a.m. in Germany. I'm actually not shocked because that's like when I go to bed. So, will you live stream Battlefront 2 one day? Maybe. The only I love doing Battlefront gameplay videos, but I'm scared to like stream them live because in the video context I can like actually like edit out all the boring parts of just me dying over and over again. So like in a video it's a much more constructed presentation of my gameplay skills, which are not good. So a live stream would probably have people cringing at how like bad I am. So, but maybe one day. How would you have wanted to see the interaction on Mustafar between Padme and Anakin play out if you could change it? I would actually be very interested to see like the rendition, the original idea in which she shows up to Mustafar with a knife and plans to assassinate Anakin, but I don't know. I'm like torn about that. I think it would be cool, but in hindsight, I feel like it would make it less tragic because she loved him till the end, even after he strangled her, and her love for him was undying. And I think that's one of the most heartbreaking aspects of the the series, and I think that's what like torments Vader the most is that the one person who had unconditional love for him is now gone even after he tried to like kill her. And I think that's what torments him probably. So I think the way it played out really served the tragic aspect of the prequels. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, so many chats. What are your issues with Reylo? Oh man, I made like a half a video about that. Do you watch Marvel? If so, what's your favorite movie and character? I do watch Marvel, and I've got to say, I think Black Panther is one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite of the newer ones, but the OG Iron Man will always be my favorite Marvel movie. That movie is just, it's a classic. It's timeless. Um, Yes, Attack of the Clones is Padme's movie. She was so cool. Yeah, she does the absolute most in that movie and in the Clone Wars show. And then she does like absolutely nothing in Revenge of the Sith. And it's just like, why, George? Um, do you stream on Twitch when you play Battlefront? I don't have a Twitch. Honestly, I feel like the Twitch creators would kick me off of that app because I'm absolute like mediocre at Battlefront. Um, yeah, so at the moment I am not a Twitch streamer. Have you played Jedi Fallen Order? I've watched somebody else play like the beginning like a few stages of it, so no spoilers, but I do want to like play it through myself. But I have seen like the beginning of it and I love it so far and I think it's amazing. So I can't wait to play it, but I know that it will take me like 30 hours to complete the game because I am just so bad at video games, especially one like Fallen Order, which is just like campaign story mode and you have to like navigate planets yourself and there's a little less like direction. So I'm definitely it'll take me forever to get through it, but I am excited to play it. Have you seen Lord of the Rings? Oh my gosh, yes. I think I said this very controversially in my last live stream months ago, but I am a Lord of the Rings nerd. Like, sometimes I think I love Lord of the Rings like more so than Star Wars, and I would like love to make videos about it, but I'm just worried that my Star Wars peeps would feel betrayed. Oh, is that my aunt? Oh, hey Aunt Trish, love you. I recognize that name. Um, it was really heartbreaking that Vader's first question after his torture transformation was if Padme is all right. Yeah, it goes to show how much they did love each other, and it just breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. You beat Fallen Order today. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, exciting. Yeah, it's been tough for me trying to like dodge spoilers because it's been a few like months now since the game came out, so people are like more free with posting things about it. So I've like almost spoiled it for myself on Instagram a lot, and um, so yeah, it's been hard to avoid those. Everyone loves these cushions. I honestly Amazon. I think I did not purchase them; they were a gift. But I do believe Amazon. I think I'm sure Amazon has everything these days. Aloha from Honolulu? Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Upcoming reactions to The Mandalorian in the near future. Yes, I have a Mandalorian review video that is finished and ready to go. And I was maybe gonna post it tonight, but then I was like, oh well, I'm gonna live stream tonight. So I think I will post that video tomorrow because it's starting to be like a little after the fact and I don't want it to be irrelevant. So I do have a Mandalorian video ready to go. Do you like Harry Potter? I do. I do like Harry Potter. I'm I'm one of those people that didn't read the books. I had the books read to me when I was little, so I maybe that counts for something, but I didn't actually read them. But I do love the movies and I haven't watched them all in a while, so I I would love to like go back and do a rewatch. Oh. Embrace all facets of the nerd girl. Hello from the Netherlands. Oh my gosh, hi. We've got people from everywhere. This is so cool. Oh, there's a haunting piece of concept art featuring Padme holding a knife. Yeah, I have seen that. It is really cool. It is really cool. Have you read the Son of Dathomir comics? No, but I should. With how much I love Darth Maul, so I probably should get my hands on those because I'm sure I would love them. What do you want to do for your career one day? That's a very it's open-ended right now. I just finished up school and I'm currently just decompressing from college and the past 3.5 years of slaving away and stressing in school. So I'm taking some time right now to just get myself together. You survived Fallen Order spoilers this long, most impressive. It's not been easy. It has not been easy. LOL, I consider myself a Lord of the Rings fan, but I have not read the books, seen the extended editions, or the Hobbit movies. Let me tell you, the Hobbit movies, they're not as good. I don't like them as much. What's strange about the Hobbit movies is that they're obviously much more recent. They have way more advanced technology at their disposal, but those movies rely way too much on CGI, and they just look so fake to me compared to like the original Lord of the Rings movies in which like the Orcai and their costumes and the sets are all like real and on location and the costuming department like went all out for those movies. And I just think they look visually so much better. Like I can't even watch The Hobbit because it doesn't even like you can just tell it's like so CGI and I just like not that I'm bashing CGI movies. I know that's come into like the spotlight lately, but to me, The Hobbit, I just don't think, I don't know. They just don't do it for me as much as the original Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, it doesn't matter. Unleash the nerd from within. Thank you, thank you. That Gold Taco wants to hear you sing. He's working on an album just for you, Taco. Don't worry. Do you like Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars and Rebels? Oh, it's back to being laggy, I think. I love Ahsoka Tano. She is one of my favorite characters, and I am so excited to see her in the new episodes that are coming out very soon. We have to wait till March to get Disney Plus. Oh, are you in Europe? Oh, that stinks. I'm so sorry. Like, that really stinks for you guys because people are pretty ruthless with posting spoilers these days on like Instagram and Twitter. So, I'm sorry. My heart goes out to you. Hello from San Diego. Nice. Hello from France. Oh my gosh, yes. I love hearing where everyone's from. So many more exciting places than where I'm currently at. That's so awesome. Uh, now that you know how many people from all over the world are watching you, I think the world tour is in order. Oof. I don't know. Maybe one day. Do you think Anakin would have been a wiser Jedi if he didn't die and trained instead? If Qui-Gon didn't die and trained him instead of Obi-Wan? Yes. Hi from Sweden. Hello. I do. You all know Qui-Gon is my man's. I love him, and I think his if he hadn't died, half of the turmoil of the prequel trilogy could have been avoided. I think. Um, yeah, I love that man, and I think his death is what led to the downfall of everything gradually. Did you watch Game of Thrones? I did. I made a video about my thoughts on the finale. Um, I think the raw practical effects of Lord of the Rings are stellar. Those actors became their characters. Yes, the raw, that's a good word for it. Like it's oh my gosh, they really went above and beyond with that movie. I just love it. I love it so much more than the green screen CGI of The Hobbit. Not shading The Hobbit, but it just doesn't do it for me. Qui-Gon would probably have been a more relaxed, approachable master. I agree. I agree. I think maybe Obi-Wan, I don't know. I guess there's debate about how much he held Anakin back and potentially led to his downfall, but I do think Qui-Gon had much more faith in Anakin, and probably would have, I don't know, let him become a master sooner. Oh, congrats on finishing college. You're a freshman. Oh, enjoy it though. Like it's a great bubble within the real world, and then you'll finish college. It's gonna go by in a blink, and you'll be like, oh gosh, now I have to like actually be an adult. Prosthetic orcs for the win. Yes, I love watching like the behind the scene videos. Of like the real people that wear those costumes. Oh, they're just so much scarier than the CGI ones. They're great. Howdy from Texas. What's up? Texas. Now there's a place I have been to.
Go Cowboys.
Yeah. Oh no. Um, who do you think would win in a fight, Maul or Dooku? I would only say Dooku. Depends on when they're fighting. Depends on when within Maul's timeline. That yeah. But I don't know. I love my man Darth Maul, but sometimes he lets his tortured past cloud his judgments, so I feel like he wouldn't be able to handle it maybe. Although he probably does have rage against Dooku, his replacement, so I don't know, that would be a cool showdown. Oh, I'm the guy that comments about your earphones. Yes, and I appreciate your comments. Please call me out. They are terrible, and I'm so sorry. Um, do you like Starkiller from The Force Unleashed? You're in Phoenix. Were we in Phoenix? I've been to Phoenix. Great place. I have not, The Force Unleashed, I have not, that's a game. I have not actually played it. Don't hate me. Um, but I've heard that Starkiller is very, very cool. So I'm sure he's, I'm sure he's great. Qui-Gon is what the Jedi Order should have been like. Yes, 100%. Oh, I like this. If you could bring one person back to life from any Star Wars movie, who would it be? Oh, I would say Qui-Gon, probably. But then we wouldn't have had the events that ensued following his tragic passing. So, but I think Anakin's upbringing as a Jedi could have been totally different. And I don't know. It just would have been a whole different story if Qui-Gon were still in the picture. You could also argue that if Padme hadn't gotten involved with Anakin, Palpatine might not have managed to convert him. I agree with that. A lot of the source of the turmoil and angst in the prequel trilogy is Padme is at the source. She is. I love her, but if she weren't around, things might not have happened. Do you think the next Star Wars film will be centered around Darth Bane and the High Republic period? I don't know, and I know there's a lot of rumors, but I try not to take them as truth until it's been confirmed from like the source or like the mouth of someone from Lucasfilm. So I I'd be excited for whatever they have, honestly. Like now that there's an empty void that needs filling in terms of Star Wars content, I will take. I'm curious to see whatever they do. Rings trilogy was for passion. Hobbit trilogy was for money. That's a good analogy. I don't know about that, but I definitely think like The Hobbit being 3 movies was a little unnecessary. A lot of that trilogy bores me, kind of, and yeah, I don't know. The original just can't be beaten. Although I'm really, really excited to see the upcoming Amazon series that they're doing for Lord of the Rings. I'm honestly really excited for that. And I hope that it doesn't follow in the footsteps of The Hobbit in terms of the CGI and not being as true to life or raw. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, I'm very behind here. Oh my goodness. What is your favorite Star Wars TV series? Honestly, I've got to say, maybe it's just because it's fresh and I just finished watching it, but Rebels was phenomenal. Yeah, I love the Clone Wars, do not get me wrong, but there is a lot of material in Rebels that's just like, holy crap, this is just insane. I loved it, and I don't know. I at first didn't think, like, coming off of the Clone Wars, that I was gonna feel as attached to the characters in Rebels because it's all entirely new people that we had never met. They're strangers to us in the Star Wars universe, but it's a testament to how well that show gets you attached to those characters and their story. And I secretly was really hoping that they would maybe allude to, like, Ezra or Sabine in Rebels in like the Rise of Skywalker, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I would love to see like a Rebels sequel in which we get to see those two again. Greetings from Washington. Oh, hello. And thank you. I just cut my hair. It's a little short. It was much, much longer than this, but uh, I like The Hobbit. I liked the first movie in the Hobbit trilogy. Honestly, I haven't really watched all of them like all the way. I don't know. The first one I did like. That's the one I have the most memory of. Everything that happens in the second and third one is kind of like a blur in my head. And I do love that Legolas is in it. He's like, aside from Anakin, Legolas is also like the man I thought I was gonna marry when I was 10 years old. So I was very pleased about that. Uh, are you excited for the Obi-Wan show? Heck yes. Oh my gosh. Literally, I was talking about this with my friend the other day. Like, they could just show just an hour of Ewan McGregor just in the desert eating sand. That's it, and I would love it. Like, I don't care what they do. I'm just so excited for it. I have no predictions. I want to go in with like a blank, open mind, and yeah, I'm so excited. And we have to wait like what? It's coming in like 2021 or 22? 21. You are allowed to speak, you know. Tom's over here in the corner, like with his lips zipped. I don't want people thinking that I make him silence himself during my streams. Um, yeah, nobody spoil any Rebels things because that gold taco is watching them, and just because I know a lot of people maybe haven't seen Rebels, so no spoilers. Uh, there is a rumored Rebels sequel in the works. I saw that somewhere. I can't remember, and I would like to believe it. I hope it's true. Um, do you watch Stranger Things? I didn't, but I made the mistake of like when I was in college and I had roommates, they were all watching it, and then we were all just hanging out one day, and I like sat in and watched like the finale to one of the seasons. I obviously like had no context and had no idea what was going on, but I don't know. I pulled that move where you like don't watch a show, but you watch like one really important episode and potentially ruin it for yourself. So I don't know. I have so many things that I need to like watch though. I told myself I was gonna rewatch the Clone Wars before February, and I haven't even started that. I started watching, oh my gosh, The Dark Crystal on Netflix. I watched the first episode of that, and I haven't finished that, and it's like 10 episodes, so I need to watch that. And I'm also watching The Witcher, which I only have 2 episodes left, so I need to crank through that. So I have like so much that I'm in the middle of. They better have an Obi-Wan and Anakin Clone Wars flashbacks. Yes, any sort of flashback with the rumors that Anakin could potentially be in it, which I think would be appropriate and would be fitting. Like, freaking bring it on. Like, I need to see him. Whatever, in any way, shape, or form. Like, please. Please. Tell Tom I said hi. He's really good at singing. Tom literally laughs when
Thank
when
you. Thank you.
when the fan club compliments his singing. I agree. He has a great singing voice, and if he like applied himself, like he could actually be very legit. He has a great voice. If only Darth Maul was in the film. Which film? Any of them. I truly thought, okay, so let's talk about this because I know I was going to talk about like the movies, but this has just turned into like a question thing, which is fine. Um, but in The Rise of Skywalker, in the scene where Rey enters Palpatine's like Sith arena, and there's all those like souls or spirits like as like a gymnasium of like audience, and I was very curious. Like, I still don't know what they are, and I haven't seen much talk about what they were or what they were in reference to. But for a hot minute, I really thought that it was like an arena filled with like the spirits or like the ghosts of like the past Sith or Sith lords. And I truly thought for a split second, I was like, oh my god, if I see Darth Maul, I am going to pee myself. And of course, that was like a very naive thought to have whilst watching the movie the first time through, but it did cross my mind. If anyone knows anything else about those like Sith things, let me know because I'm very curious about them and like I don't know, I feel like there's so much to digest from that movie that we haven't like I haven't seen people discussing who those were. But yeah, if you know about them, let me know. My favorite TV show is Lost. Do you like Lost? I have considered watching it, but I know that it has a controversial ending. I've heard that it's equivalent to Game of Thrones in terms of a lot of people got invested into it. It was very big during its time, and then the ending was very divisive. So I don't know, but I've heard that it's a really, really great show. So I would like to watch it, but it's also a lot of seasons, right? There's so many things I need to watch. I think that those were Sith cultists. Yeah, that's a good good get. Like your guess is better than mine, honestly. I had no idea. Like, but yeah. And I wish more people were talking about them, but there's just so much other stuff to unpack with the movie that I feel like they've just kind of got glossed over, at least in the things that I've seen and read. So I don't know. I should move more this way so the thing isn't covering my face. Do you know who Revan is? Yes, I know who Revan is. Oh, where am I? Where am I? If Tom actually releases his singing, he will be instantly popular and the world will be in a panic on how beautiful his singing voice is to the point where he will have no haters. Tom could never have any haters because he is just a genuinely great person. So
She actually sings. She's like an actual singer. So yeah, that's all.
I sang in high school. So I was much better in high school than I probably am now. But I did sing, I guess, competitively in high school. And I have thought about like uploading a singing video maybe, but I'm scared. People would be like, "What's this?" You absolutely must read the Revenge of the Sith novelization. I would love to read the novelizations of all of the books. Because I've heard that they are just much more in depth. Oh God, where am I? Oh, there we go. Have you seen Battlestar Galactica? Don't hate me, but I truly don't know what that is. I only know that overly spoken quote, Fears beats Battlestar Galactica. Um, After Revenge of the Sith, it is canon that Jar Jar was a street clown on Theed. He was exiled a second time and lived the rest of his life alone and suffered from guilt after letting Palpatine get emergency powers. I didn't know that. That's upsetting. The Sith race gathered to support the ascendancy of the apotheosis of the Imperial lineage. That is a very great sentence. I believe I read somewhere that those Sith dudes were essentially cultists who wanted the Sith to rule again, so they spent decades preparing for Palpatine's return. Yeah, that sounds like a good. That's a better explanation than what I had. Do you like Star Trek? Here's the thing. I My dad used to watch like the Star Trek TV show, and I used to like catch snippets of that. And I've watched the recent movies with Chris Pine, but I like don't understand them because I feel like I need to have watched all of like the TV show and other like older movies to know what is going on. And I have thought like with Star Wars, at least the saga ending for now, maybe I'll bide my time while watching Star Trek. But I feel like that is a controversial thing to say because, like, I feel like there's a divide between Star Trek and Star Wars fans. Like, you either like one or the other, and like they like fight with each other. I don't know. But I do maybe want to watch it. But the thing is, I don't know where to start. Like, what is the beginning? The series has all these fancy names. Like, someone just point me to where I would need to start. What is the first ever like episode? And then I would maybe start it because it's like all on Netflix. I think, right? I don't know. I do like the Chris Pine movies, but I feel like a phony saying that because I don't know anything else. Um, but I mean, from what I've seen, I do like Star Wars better than Star Trek. But I also just haven't seen the full shebang. So, oh, I just got so back to. I don't think that they are the Sith because there's so many Sith that they probably can fit all of them in a stadium like that. It's a good point. It's a good point. Aragorn is the Han Solo of Lord of the Rings. That is a great comparison, and it's so true. Aragorn is just amazing, amazing. Again, I'm so excited for the Amazon series and their exploration of the story. We love a well-rounded queen. Aw, Victoria, thank you. I try, I try. Like after I landed the role in the fan film, I was like, okay, I can just be openly public now about my nerdiness and the geeky things that I am interested in. Did you hear about Jar Jar getting a beard in the Kenobi show? I just saw that today. And again, I see all this like news on like the Star Wars Instagram pages, but is that confirmed? Do we like know for sure that someone who works on the show was like, yeah, Jar Jar is going to be in it? Because if so, I would lose my mind. Like that would be awesome. But again, I don't want to like absorb any information as the truth until it has been like truly confirmed as the real deal. How do you think the saga would have been if Anakin didn't turn to the dark side? I mean, the movies after Revenge of the Sith and the storyline was an action because of Anakin's acting. If Anakin hadn't turned to the dark side, then none of the OG trilogy would have been a thing, right? I don't know. I think the reason Star Wars 1 has so many plots and storylines and is so successful and gets people so emotionally invested is because it is so tragic, and a lot of Star Wars is not centered around a happy ending, specifically Anakin's arc, and it's his like very tragic and upsetting but pivotal downfall that leads to the rest of what we know of the Star Wars universe. So, if it had just been a happy ending, I don't know, but I'm sure, I don't know. I think we would all like to see an alternate universe in which their endings aren't as heartbreaking and Padme doesn't die and Obi-Wan and Anakin are still bros, but what can you do? Yes, I am one of those people who loves Star Wars and doesn't like Star Trek. I'm really dramatic about this, but whenever someone says Star Trek, I run away. See? Okay, I didn't know if I was just making an assumption there, but like I feel like that's the general like consensus that if you even mention just Star Trek to Star Wars fans, they like cringe. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to betray the fandom like that. Is that a betrayal if I watch Star Trek? I don't know. Do you ship Finn Poe? Of course. Of course. Any love for Willow? Oh my god, that's a phenomenal movie. I love that movie so much. So like does anyone else do this? Like I used to watch that movie all the time when I was little, and it really scared me when I was young, that movie. And then I just had this like weird craving. I was like, I like need to watch Willow again now. And I watched it recently, like during the summer, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this like horrified me as a child, but I love that movie. It's a great movie. Oh god, I keep losing my place. Oh no. About a dozen key episodes of the original Star Trek series, and maybe another dozen episodes of the Next Generation will catch you up on the most important Trek stuff. See, that's the thing. Like, aren't there like hundreds of episodes? It's really expansive. Chris Pine movies don't really require any previous knowledge. Okay, okay. I don't know. I guess I was just confused with all the Spock stuff when he like goes back and meets like his older self. I don't know. That really threw me off, and I was just like, ah, I love both, so I am a heretic, I guess. I've heard of people who do love both. I have, but I have also heard of people who passionately have chosen one over the other. I'd recommend starting with Next Generation, but if you really want to start from the beginning, go with the original series. That's the thing, there's so many generations. Maybe I just won't do it. I feel like that's a big commitment that I'd be getting myself into. I go back and forth between Star Trek and Star Wars. When I'm in the mood to watch one, it takes a while to get in the mood to watch the other. But that's interesting, though, that you at least like have two. That's see, I don't know. I don't know. Is the Kenobi novel canon? I thought it was excellent and would make a fantastic basis for a series. I wouldn't know. I did not know there was a Kenobi novel. I need to start reading more of the books. I like bought my brother's like a Darth Maul novel and like a Darth Bane novel, I think. Darth Plagueis. Darth Bane's not a thing. Is it? But I got JD a Plagueis book. Yeah. So I might just steal their books and start reading those. Isn't the Amazon series going to be a prequel for Lord of the Rings? Yes, I believe it is. I believe it's going to be younger versions of Aragorn, from what I've heard. And I just saw that they cast the actor who plays young Ned Stark as a principal role. So I, I think it's going to be good. Most important question of all. Do you like Pirates of the Caribbean? Okay, does anyone else do this? I say like, oh, go vacation in the Caribbean, but I say Pirates of the Caribbean like a child. Like I'm like 8 years old, but like I do. I liked the first one, and then they kind of taper off from there. Those Pirates of the Caribbean. I was in love with Orlando Bloom. Lord of the Rings, I was in love with Orlando Bloom as Legolas, and Star Wars, I was in love with Hayden Christensen as Anakin. Those were like my three loves when I was 9. But yeah, I love the first movie of the Pirates of the Caribbean. But I don't even know how many there are now. Aren't there like 4 now? I don't know. I'll admit I probably haven't watched the most recent ones. Tom, do you like Chipotle? Tom loves Chipotle.
Yeah, Chipotle is where it's at.
Tom is a fiend for Mexican food, Gold Taco. He loves Chipotle. You get that maybe like multiple times a week. Multiple times a week. He goes between that and Taco Bell. I'd like to hear your thoughts on Taco Bell, Gold Taco. Oh, where am I? There's a fan film in which Star Wars is a simulation in a holodeck of the Enterprise. Oh, I bet that enrages some people. I bet that is a very, very enraging fan film for some. Personally, what do you want to see from Star Wars next? Oh, I don't know. I guess I've never thought about that. I don't know. Honestly, anything. I would I would take anything. I would say the biggest thing now that I would guess that hasn't totally been announced is a sequel of some sort to Rebels. If they made that a movie trilogy, oh, that would be sick. Don't sleep on Battlestar Galactica. I almost guarantee you will like it. I don't even know what it is. Is it a show? Is it a video game? Is it both? Battlestar Galactica, is that a video game? I don't even know. I don't even know. What's up, Charlie? It's fine for being late. I was super laggy in the beginning, so, and I think I'm still laggy now, so. I like how I came in and just converted this into Lord of the Rings conversation. I'm glad. Like I don't know if people are interested, and I would love to talk about Lord of the Rings more often on the channel. I don't really know what I would do. I guess just talk about my favorite things about it. Um, Especially because it's in the past, obviously, and there's not like new stuff coming out to review. But whenever the Amazon series comes out, maybe I'll review it or something. Taco, you've never been to Taco Bell? I can't. I've never actually ingested their food either, but I have accompanied Tom to
That's
Taco Bell.
false. That's a
I
lie.
I have had Baja Blast and nacho fries, which are two of the safest things that you can get at Taco Bell. So I haven't had any of the real like items. How do you think Maz got Anakin's lightsaber? Your guess is as good as mine. I have truly no idea. I I kind of just didn't question that. That was just like a plot thing where I was like, all right, I guess that's a thing that happened now. I just went along with it. No Qdoba. I don't know. I guess I haven't. I don't think I've ever been to a Qdoba, truly.
It's just fast food.
Who said that?
No, that's just what I'm saying.
Oh no, it's
Turn
just
it
turned
into.
into a fast food chat. Taco Bell frightens me. Yeah, it scares me too. Scares me too. But it's like healthy, apparently. Like it's always ranked one of the healthiest. Who knew that this is the direction that this live stream is going in? Allegedly, Taco Bell is one of like the healthier fast food chains, but you look at the food and it's like this does not look good for me or my soul. But apparently, it's that one of the. I don't even know. I don't know. In seventh grade, we had to write a story on an object, and I chose Luke's lightsaber. It was a pretty interesting story. Yo, that's sick. That's awesome. That gold taco. That's an interesting. That's an interesting object to pick. Have you ever had In-N-Out? I have not because I'm actually a vegetarian, and I know that some In-N-Out locations do offer a veggie burger option, but when my family was in California, we went to one that didn't. So I've got to say though, I had their fries and they're not that good. They're very overhyped. I don't know. I could live the rest of my life and never have In-N-Out fries again, which I probably never will. But yeah, so unfortunately I've never had like their burgers, but I would love to try their veggie burger option at some point. This is definitely a fast food conversation now. Oh my god. I just want to see the Old Republic period explored. Me too, man. I literally anything. I also think it's like whatever they do, it's like time. I'm ready for as much as I love this saga that just finished, it's definitely time for a change of pace, a change of new characters, a change of setting and planets, and I don't know. I'm ready for like new information, new like just new anything. Like let now that the one is done, like let's just start fresh and like get something totally different, like a totally new vibe, literally anything. So as long as they do something that's original and I would take it. I would take it. Have you tried the Impossible Whopper? I haven't because I know that Burger King like specifies on their website that if you want an entirely vegetarian option, you have to ask for it to be prepared separately because if you just order it in general, it's prepared on the same grill and as other like meat burgers and gets the contamination from like their fat and like grease. So I just don't want to be that person that goes in and is like, could I get mine prepared separately? So I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard from people who have that it's very good and I trust it. Everyone loves these pillows. Maybe I'll try to like find the link for them on Amazon or something and I'll post it on my community page because they are a hit. 9 episodes ends on an odd number. I'm not comfortable with that. I never even thought about that. And I'm also like an even number person as well, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing the consensus is everyone wants to see more of Revan in the upcoming or whenever we get new films. I agree. I think Keanu Reeves would be awesome, even if he's not Revan. I think he'd be like awesome anyway. I think he would fit nicely into the universe. I feel like I'm the only one who thinks that Rogue One is the worst Star Wars movie ever. Even worse than the Clone Wars film. You didn't like the Clone Wars film? Oh my. I mean, I will say it is very, very, very like childish, but that's the one with baby Jabba, right? Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I yeah, I'll give you that one because it is a little like childish feeling, and it's like, all right, I feel like I'm 9 years old watching this. But Rogue One, please share. Who was that? Jack Sparrow. Please, I'm curious why you are anti Rogue One. I have heard other people though who aren't Rogue One fans. A lot of people I've heard said that it's like just boring and I don't know. What's my favorite fast food restaurant? Probably Chipotle because it's the most vegetarian friendly, I'd say, right? Out of everywhere that we go, I guess.
Yeah, it's not like super fast food.
Have you been to Galaxy's Edge? I wish. No, I haven't. Um, I probably won't be going for a while, but maybe it'll give it time to like clear out. I don't know. I love the Clone Wars movie. It was great clone action. Yeah, I agree. I agree. May the force be with you, Richard. Thank you for being here. Darth Maul's your husband. Yes, he is. He is my man. I think it's just so crazy how in love I am with him. Like, I've stated before, like, Qui-Gon is my man, but my other man is also the man who slays Qui-Gon. So, like, tell me how that happened in my brain. I don't know, but I just love Darth Maul. I love him. Oh, hey, Mom. Did you see that?
Are you gonna acknowledge your mom?
Yeah, yeah. I just saw it. I just saw it.
Hi, Barb.
Rogue One fails in the leading cast, I think. Okay, okay. I mean, I guess I'll say that like I don't know. I personally felt very invested in the characters, and I don't know. I thought the acting and everything was great, but I can see why. I'll acknowledge that it's such a short window of time that you meet them, and then they're all gone. That it's just like okay, well, it's hard to form too many attachments. So I don't know. I guess I'll give it that. Out of all of like the films, it's the one where you get least invested in like the characters themselves, and it's much more about like their role in the overall like timeline. So I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Attack of the Clones is my favorite episode. I am with you, Matthew. It is mine as well. Oh man, I'm so far behind. I think Rogue One is okay. It's not the best Star Wars film. It's not the worst Star Wars film. Yeah, I'll agree. I'll agree. Glad to see him so much love for Attack of the Clones. Yes, I love it. I was so worried when I posted my ranking video that I was gonna get like shade for Attack of the Clones being my number one, but so many other people chimed in and said that it was also their favorite. So I was very, very relieved about that. Did you like the Clone Wars show, especially Maul's arc? Oh my gosh, yes. Loved it. Loved it so much. It was just like too good to be true. And I'm glad now that we're getting the closure of the upcoming season because I want to know what happens to him after Palpatine gets his hands on him. I want to know what happened between his ending there in the Clone Wars and Rebels. What happened to him? I'm hoping we get to like see some of that. So, how do you explain Darth Maul at the finale of Solo? You gotta watch the Clone Wars. Are you a fan of the MCU? I am. Best scene in Rogue One is, of course, the Darth Vader hall scene. Yeah, it's one of like the greatest Star Wars scenes in all time. I agree with that, and I something that me and like my brothers like really want to see. We would love like I just want maybe this is like weird to crave, but I want a Star Wars movie that is like rated R. You know? Like not family friendly. You've got to be 17 to get into this movie and it's going to be dark and it is just going to be like Darth Vader, anyone, any Sith just like or any like just lightsaber duels out the wazoo like fighting and like oh my gosh, I want that like something that would just be very very like mature. I think that would be sick. I'm sure that's like a weird thing to like want to see, but after seeing that little like blip there in Rogue One, it's just like that's the content I want to see. Show me like Darth Vader like poning noobs. Like I want to see that. Uh, oh, goodbye. Thank you for joining. Ray Park slash Sam Witwer equals epic. Yeah, they are a great duo. All hail episode 2. You got that right, Charlie. One of my favorite arcs from the Clone Wars is the Mortis arc. Yeah, that is some sweet content. That's the stuff that just like blows your mind in the Clone Wars, and it's just like, oh my goodness. Rumors are that Boba Fett will be in season 2 of The Mandalorian. That'd be great! If Daniel Logan was, oh, that'd be sick. Oh, where am I? Where am I? I wish Maul's brother lived. I know, I was so sad about Savage. So upsetting. But I think that further fuels the growing fire of angst within Darth Maul. It's already 8:45? Oh my gosh. Been streaming for an hour.
I'm gonna check on
Yeah.
the drops.
I know I had established that the stream was maybe going to be about me going in a more in-depth analysis of my, my ratings of the Star Wars movies, but I honestly enjoy just going through and taking these random cues. So I don't know. I guess I owe you guys a longer. Maybe I will do a longer movie about the episodes. We'll see. We'll see. I would just watch the stream till my phone dies. It's at 20%. I don't think we're going to go much longer. It's been a little over an hour, hour and 12. Maybe we'll go till like an hour and 20 minutes. Give us a little more time. I will try to live stream more though, because I know I say that every time I live stream and then I go like half a year and I'm like, oh. But I think it's fun. These are fun. And next time I plan one, I will try to like do better of announcing it in advance. What do you think blue milk tastes like? Honestly, I imagine that it tastes like bubble tea or something like that. I don't know. But I've heard, apparently, according to Mark Hamill, it's not that good. Quentin Tarantino Star Wars. Yes, that's exactly what I want. Oh, that would be so cool. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to go on living now with the thought of that in my head. That would be sick. Jamie Smith, what's up?
Catherine, how much wine in the guacamole?
Don't go overboard. We're currently making guacamole. Well, I'm clearly not doing anything to help. What's your favorite Star Wars characters? I might withhold that information because I'm thinking I want my next series of videos to be like my favorites series. So maybe talking about like my favorite Jedi, my favorite Sith, which is obviously Darth Maul, but like, or my favorite like duels, stuff like that. Um, yeah, just, I don't know. I might do that. Blue milk tastes like citrus. It doesn't taste like boba. Is that what it tastes like at Galaxy's Edge? That's interesting though, because I don't associate blue as like a citrusy color. I don't know. I have enjoyed the hells out of this stream was last year. Thank you, Charlie. I'm glad. I should do more because this is fun. How about profanity in a Star Wars film? I don't know if I need that. I just need more lightsaber fighting. Profanity in Star Wars? Oh, did you open one of the? Oh, good. We've got a good avocado. So there's profanity in Star Trek, huh? Interesting. I don't know. I'm all talk. I'm probably not actually gonna like watch Star Trek. But would you ever consider modeling? Maybe like from the neck up because I am not tall. I'm like 5'2", maybe with some change. So I would not survive in the modeling world at all because they don't like shorties. So I probably wouldn't do too well. But I was disappointed that we didn't see a conclusion to Asajj's arc. I agree, but she's coming back, right? She's coming back. I can't wait to see her. I love her. She's awesome. I love how you go from like totally despising her to like really liking her. Can you react to more Darth Vader tributes? I will. I will. As I said, I get so many requests to do reaction videos, and I didn't think they were that like cool or popular of a thing to do, but if that's what people want to see, I mean, I just feel like they're lazy on my half. Like someone else does all of the hard work. Like putting together those edits probably takes forever, and I just sit and then watch it and acknowledge how much work it took them. And I feel like I don't do anything. They're very easy for me to make, and I just feel like guilty doing so many of them. I don't know. So yeah, as I stated, I like don't. I want to balance reaction videos with more of my like original ideas and any other requests like people might give me. So, but I know a lot of people want me to watch things because I get emotional. So, um, I will I will try to do more. Have you watched the remake of the Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight? Oh yes, I have, and I feel bad because I mean people want me to react to that, but I have seen that already, so it wouldn't be a genuine reaction. I want reaction videos to accompany your other videos. Yeah, I want that too because I very adamantly stated that I was not going to be in a reaction channel. Um, and so I would like to balance some of my own ideas in conjunction with reactions because they get a surprising amount of views. So I guess people like them, and it does attract like new people to the channel. So, but on that note, I want to say thank you guys for. I mean, there's only 40 people watching now, but we recently hit 4K, which is really awesome, and we passed like the anniversary of when I posted my first video, so it's crazy that a year has gone by. I know that my first year wasn't really I was very like sporadic with my posting and I would go weeks without a video, but I definitely want to put out more stuff and maybe branch out from Star Wars as much as I love it. Like I if this is going to be a nerd channel, then so be it, or I would love to post more like drawing videos and stuff. So, um yeah. So I just want to say thank you guys for 4K. Bye from Ohio. Bye Matthew. Thanks for being here. Um and yeah, as always, please just keep requesting whatever you want. As I always try to look at the comments and take things into consideration. So if you guys do want more reaction videos, I of course want to give you the content that you're the most interested in. So yeah. So going forward, as always, let me know what you want to see. Again, I'm sorry that I had intentions of this live stream being more geared towards like um, a more in-depth analysis of each movie, but I think it's more fun just going with the flow and letting the conversation go wherever. So thank you guys who tuned in. Again, I'm sorry that I'm terrible at planning these. I'll make it like a resolution to be better at like announcing these like maybe a week in advance just so more people will be able to tune in. But to those of you who stopped by, thank you. I'm sorry about the lagging, but we pushed through. I'm probably gonna go rewatch this and just cringe because it's so laggy, but thank you guys for sticking through. I'm sorry that it was terrible quality. Um, but yes, I hope you guys have a great night or day wherever you are. Tom and I are going to go. Peace out. um, and yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. May the force be with you guys as always, or as Charlie would say, have